to my channel. This is your girl Lemon here. I'm back with another reading by Luminescent. This reading in particular will be for Mercury retrograde in the 11th house. The 11th house, evaluating of network, technology, mobile devices, social status, friendships, networks, things of that nature, assets as well. The Mercury retrograde was in Aquarius, Capricorn energy. The Five of Swords, conflicts over ideas, debates, arguments, different ideas. Being able to detach is greater at this time because the mind is sober and logical in Capricorn and Aquarius. So unconventional styles of communication have been at work because mental pursuits and communication breakdowns had to happen in order to observe before engagement. So 11th house, evaluation of network, technology, mobile devices, connectivity, social status. Do I want to be an influencer? Do I want to be an influencer? Do I want to be an influencer? Or who do I influence? Or do I have the ability to influence? Do I want to be an influencer? Do I influence me? Do I want to be an influencer? Okay. So we got the 3 Pietro, Voodoo, Yamaya, Massaglia, and Merhipsy, the High Priestess. Okay. And at the bottom we got Sallie, 8 of Rada, air element. Okay, so there's a lot of thinking and planning going on here. This is a slippery slope of a question to hold or ask. But the retrograde was giving you an opportunity to evaluate how you want to utilize your assets in connection with other people. Okay, so you have the ability to pull people in and manifest something great and be known for it. There's something that you can do that you already know how to do that pulls people in you're protected. You may be protected by a high priestess. So this is just really about the ideas you want to pursue and how you want to do it. And the market is underneath, tells me that whatever you want to box and sell, do that shit. Okay? Do that shit. Okay? Thinking too much into how other people are going to react to the power of influence you have is doing too much. You put too much work into that. Don't worry about that. Just trust your instincts, trust your intuition, because there's something great. You have the ability to do great things and you should pursue that. Okay, 3 Pietro. Okay, so we got the Sun and the Prince of Swords, which is the King of Swords energy. Okay, so this is definitely Aquarius, Sun and Aquarius energy. So you may have stumbled across the idea of how you want to navigate your network or how you want to navigate building a social following or social status. And it's going to happen very quickly. It's going to pick up very quickly. A lot of people will be very attracted to it. A lot of people will start to notice you. I feel like you have the ability So like I was saying before, pull people in. Very magnetic, especially if you have to do, it has to do with written word, spoken word, books, music, teaching, pursuing different languages, anything having to do with expanding the intellect is being dominated right now. You have the ability to dominate that field. So if you want to influence people with the things that you say, you have the ability to do that. You choosing to be responsible for how you're going to do that is kind of like what's being highlighted here for me with this Pietro 3 and the King of Swords. Because once you make a final decision to act on something, it's going to take off very quickly. So don't feed into opinions more than you consider how you're going to feel about the accomplishment of your work. Because you have the ability to bring everything together and it'll be a good outcome. It'll be a great outcome. But you just got to make the final decision that, you know, this is what I'm doing. I did it. Now it's done. Now it's time to ship it out to everyone. Let them know that it's up for sale. Kind of like that energy. So, and the marketplace is here. So get out of your head about how other people gonna think or feel or accept it. It's not up to you to control that or worry about it. Just leave it to the market to do its own job, and then work on the next project and the next project and the next project, and just keep putting it out there. So we got Yemaya, and this is a pregnant woman. Yemaya is the great mother of all, and we're all fishes. We're all fishes in this great sea, this great ocean of life. So just know that you're being protected. I feel like you can't really see how you're being protected right now. You don't understand or overstand the protection that you have right now because you're in the midst of it. You're inside of what's protecting you by staying in your lane. You might have, yep, we got the 2 of Cups and the 7 of Disc with a double at the bottom. Yeah, so there's something that you have been pursuing for a very long time, but you're in the middle. Like, it's something that you're connected to. It's something that you're connected to. It's a realm or an energy, or, and this is Virgo energy too, from the traditional. So there is a method to your madness that you connect with each and every time you start to manifest or create something. And how you do that may be kind of dark. It may come from a dark place within you. And I could see this very much as like you being creating art in a way where you go deep into the depths of your soul, the parts of you that have to do with pain or shame or guilt, or the things that you may overthink in your everyday life, like digging into that part of yourself and creating art with it. And the method that you go through in order to get to that space may involve drugs, alcohol, things of that nature that you can have an addiction to. It could also be sex, but there's something beautiful and protective about the thing that you do. Just don't overindulge in this, okay? Don't overindulge in pain. Don't overindulge in, you know, addictions. Okay, you have a love of being in that dark space where you feel like you can. It may be in a booth. You may feel protected and safe when you're in a booth and you're letting things flow. You're letting your art flow. But it's kind of hard to disconnect from the dark energy, which is pure light energy, that hasn't been made manifest in the physical realm yet. But it may be kind of hard to disconnect from those dark parts of yourself, or the shadow part of yourself, that allowed this art form to even be created in the first place. And you may use tactics to escape in order to kind of relieve yourself of everything that just came up for you, or all the memories and emotional attachments or old friendships that you were once connected to. And this Mercury retrograde was showing you a way of how you can still spit hot fire and not be controlled or in contact with the people who supported or put you in situations that made you evaluate your friendships. You don't have to be around those people anymore, and still tell your story, write your story, speak your story, paint your story, color your story any way you want to. You're not obligated to give them anything, especially if money is involved. You don't have to share your assets with people that, you know, was there with you in one part of your life, but now they just chose to go off and do their own thing, and you guys are now separated. You know, you're not obligated to give them any of your workings. If you want to, that would be more than generous for you to do, but you're safe if you say no. Okay. Let's look at this High Priestess Marie. We got the Queen of Cups, very intuitive, very intuitive. And the Six of Cups here, so this could be somebody from your past. You got the Nine of Swords, Lust, and the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. So it's just air, a lot of air and fire energy. So this could be someone who's very expressive. They may be helping you with getting through or getting over any anxieties or mental processes that you may have that may have been unhealthy for you. But they're surrounding you with love. There may have been a failure in the relationship, but now they've graduated to something bigger, or you may have graduated to a bigger status as well. You both are graduating to a bigger status. You're doing this together with the Two of Cups. But it's like you're making a decision that you want to pursue something, you want to do something, you want to work with people. And it's like, okay, now that you made the decision, the doorway is open, and you may still be with the Mercury and Capricorn. You may still think that you're in a dark space where you're holding on to the wound, and it's time for you to let go and walk into the light, because your path is already laid in front of you because you made the choice. So now it's time for you to come out the womb, and the connection to your womb doesn't go anywhere. Your memories and everything, they don't go anywhere. Even if you may forget for a minute what happened, they're still there. You can still recall them. With the Queen of Cups being here, you could definitely recall them. However, it's time for you to step in and step up with this High Priestess. Like, you may not know what's on the other side of here, but you've already been in a womb before, so it's nothing that can harm you or hurt you in the pursuit of what makes you an influencer. You may be sharing stories about your life and your past that people may not know, that may hurt someone to know, or someone may be hurt about the story that you shared, or somebody may feel like you owe them because you use their name or some mad shit like that. And it's like, no, like you don't. I don't owe anybody anything. I owe everything to the divine, and that's pretty much it, because that's where the magic happens. That's where it comes from. So anybody who you feel at this point in your creativity that they find pleasure in, is coming from a spiritual standpoint, and you don't have to be worried about what other people think or say, or what gossiping, or if somebody is criticizing your work, let them criticize it. No one great, I'm not gonna put it that way, I would say everyone who is great is especially at great at what they do, what they produce, what they pursue, always have been criticized. So do you want to be an influencer? Do you want the responsibility of sharing your mind, your creativity with the world, and knowing that they may like it or they may not like it, knowing that someone may be happy or someone may be angry? Like, are you still going to do it? Why not? This is you speaking your truth, and you can't really fail unless you choose to not do it. That's the only time you're going to fail, is if you stop your production. Okay, so keep going, because there's something greater, and this is a major arcana, this High Priestess card. So it's meant to be that way, and it's the 2, but you know, it's the Roman numeral 2, so there's a doorway being open. There's a secret society that you created for yourself. There's a room that you created for other people to walk into. You don't have to sign a contract and sell your soul to distribute and market your music. You don't have to do that shit anymore. You're the person with the secret on how to get it done, and that's how you influence people. We got the mountain goat again. I can't remember who we got this for. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. Yeah. Stop being afraid to be successful. It's not up to you to make people like you or your work, whatever artwork you are or do. It's not up to you. It is up to you to be honest, to put your heart and soul into what you're doing, and let the art speak for itself. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in to that message. I hope it finds you well. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Peace.